Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be. Yes, people, and it's that show. It's that time of the week. Monday Night Madness. We call it Monday Night Mazza. If you're in the UK, obviously, if you're Londoner like me, we call it the Mazza. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, people, yeah, we got some golden boys in the show today. Not the golden oldies. Got some golden boys in this show today, and believe me, I know Tony. When he gets into it, he's gonna be on a Mazza. BBK, well, you all know who BBK is already. You don't even need no introductions. Man like Craig. Are you awake today, Craig? Yeah. You sure you got the energy? Yeah. You ready? You ready? Yeah. You got some heavyweights in the building today, yeah. But yeah, big up to Tony, my brother. How you doing, man? Yeah. I heard you're under the weather and stuff like that. Please don't get angry with me today, man. I'm asking now. Please don't get angry with me today, man. How you doing, my bro?
Yeah, see, big ups everyone. Yeah, see, people, yeah, smash the like button, support each channel that you see down here. I mean, written on the description down below. It's nice to build my brother Waffle Don, of course, my co-host here, and of course, it's good to see Craig again in the mix, in the building again, bro. And again, people, yeah, we're welcoming our brother, yeah, BBK Sports down to the channel. People, it's big, it's huge. It's nice to see our brothers who are doing great things. And people, see BBK Sport Job before we start up the show. See, man, I should tell you, you're doing great on your channel, man. It's nice to see. Of course, we could have creative differences, yeah. But again, when you see people that actually do stuff on their channel and do it well, you have to give the kudos. Big up to you, BBK Sports. Everything you put into that channel, man, thumbs up to you. And of course, Waffle Done. I mean, the way you're doing on your channel too, big ups to you, man. I mean, no one sees the kind of hard work you put it down there than me. I see the hard work you put it on your channel, bro. You know, mixing family life and everything. Big ups to you, bro. Big up to you. BBK, kudos. Craig, let's get it cracking.
Let's get it cracking. Craig, what are you saying, man? How's you went to the game yesterday, the Arsenal Wigan game. So maybe we touch on that first and then we get into some other stuff during the show as well. So maybe touch on the Wigan game quickly first, because you know what? We all know we was gonna beat Wigan. So it weren't gonna be a tough game, but you went to the game, you were at the stadium. So just give us a little rundown of what you thought of the game. Looking at the players, the body language, the fans, the atmosphere. Get into it, man.
I was watching the warm-up yesterday. I was recording on my phone as well. I was watching the warm-up yesterday. I was watching Eze, Norgard, and Skelly in the warm-up. And both of them, they were just looking sharp in the warm-up. Like, Eze looked like he wanted the ball, taking shots, paying some good passes around the box, like in the warm-up, in the triangle. You know, and he was looking very good as well. Norgard had a couple of good shots as well against the goalkeeper, and he looked very sharp as well. So when the game started, when I saw Eze got the ball and his first pass was straight to Martinelli for the goal. No, not Martinelli.
Madueke.
Edwin Madueke for the goal. Like I said, yeah, this guy is on it today. Like, you know, I think like when we spoke about on Saturday for other podcasts on Saturday, like I could tell that he just needed an arm around, managed to give him an arm around him and help him out. And I think Arteta did that to him yesterday. Gave him the free rein and said, "Go and express yourself." And that's exactly what he did yesterday. Expressed himself very well. He got 2 assists. Norgard got the other assist, and Norgard looking very good in that midfield yesterday. Then he dropped into a back 4 when when Ben White got injured and the young kid Salmon came on, and then Salmon went to centre back, then he went to right back after when Ben White got injured. So it was a good overall performance from all the players. Saka and the number 10 all looked very good as well. Different position for him, first time playing there. It looked very good there. So maybe something we could try in the future. If it worked yesterday, you never know, it might work again. So if it needs to be, then you can always try it in some games if it needs to be. But Madueke looked sharp. Saka looked sharp. Who else? Jesus looked sharp yesterday as well. Gyökeres was very unlucky not to get a goal as well. He hit the post in the second half. But other from that, it was a good game to watch.
Who was your man of the match, Craig? From your front row seat, who do you think was the man of the match yesterday?
I think between Eze and Norgard yesterday. I think Eze and Norgard had a great game yesterday. But I'm going to give it to Eze. I think Eze had a really good game yesterday. I think like proving his critics wrong. Everyone's writing him off. Everyone's saying to wasted signing, whatever. But he proved his point yesterday, and I think I was very happy for him yesterday to do very well. So I have to say Eze was man of the match for me yesterday.
I'm sorry, man. Is everyone writing Eze off? Is everyone writing Eze off?
I think the manager has.
Nah. I'm talking about the fan base, the supporters.
Well, Tony, you know that the majority of the fan base,
correct?
You know that
because I want to understand when you say he's been written off. From what age, what book? I mean, what world is that on? Yeah.
Well, I honestly feel the reason why I said he's been written off because like some fans it's split. Some fans saying that he's not producing. Odegaard should start ahead of him, but watch him yesterday. You can see the guy that wants to do well for Arsenal, wants to win trophies. You know, I feel like he needed more minutes, needed more confidence. Some fans are split. Honestly, I think some fans are split with him as well. Some of them, even at the Brentford game, though, the people online were saying, "Oh, like what did he do for 45 minutes? Didn't do anything." So that's why I said the fan base is a bit split about Eze.
I mean, that's a big one. I mean, BBK, yeah. I mean, we're still going to, my take on that game, your take on the game. But again, let's present this Eze topic here as something that everyone can go around with. Of course, Wafu done, BBK. But BBK, yeah, I want to hear from you. This Eze issue, what is the problem? Do you think that the fan base are split over Eze? I mean, I'm not split over Eze. You can't tell me that a player who just came from Crystal Palace, who just won the FA Cup, can run, can pass, can't score goals no more. Someone who scored a hat-trick against Tottenham Hotspur, someone who single-handedly defeated his former club for Arsenal Football Club, suddenly can't play ball again. I mean, where are you on this Eze thing? Yeah,
I'll tell you exactly what's the Eze issue. The issue at hand with Eze is Mikel's want for control directly conflicts with Eze's need for freedom of expression. It's very difficult for those two things to coexist. Eze is a player who needs to be free to express himself. Yesterday, he felt freedom to express himself. He didn't receive the ball and then decide to make a back pass. And look where he picked up the ball for both those goals. He is in their half. He picks up the ball. He skips past the man. And if you watch, and Craigie, you see games, you go to games, you will know this. Madueke makes that run every time. He always makes that run. He didn't have to curl the minute he saw that Eze dropped the shoulder and skip past homeboy yesterday, he was gone. His freedom, he needs freedom of expression. Mikel wants for control. If they can find the right balance, this team can be damn near unstoppable. If I ask Arsenal fans, what are our biggest performances this season? Our 4 biggest performances. These 4 games will come to mind. The North London Derby, away at the San Siro, Bayern Munich at home, Atletico Madrid at home. You know who started in the 10 for all 4 of those games?
Eze.
Our best run of form in the Premier League, the 8 games that we won in a row in all competitions. We were clean sheet, weren't even conceding shots. That was our best run of form. So Eze was our starter because Odegaard got injured against West Ham when he hurt his leg and kicked the ball out. That's when we went on that magical run. Then when he got back fit, not when he got back in form, as soon as he got back fit, Eze became an unused sub for 4 games. Hot and cold. That's what we went from a winning formula to appease his captain, his favorites, and that's where it happens. And if you're Eze, when you hear the manager of England say, if you do not come here fit, you have to show up to camp fit. You're not getting the minutes, you won't play. And Eze isn't playing. Eze is 27 years old. He wasn't in the 2022 squad. He has to make this World Cup squad. So essentially, based on the minutes played and the other players who are playing, who are in form, your Morgan Rogers, your Cole Palmers, or your Phil Fodens, he is down the pecking order. So you move to Arsenal to make the World Cup and you lose your spot mentally. He's a human being. I know these players make a lot of money, but if you lead people in business, in sports, in any walk of life, you have to keep them motivated while you provide purpose, direction, and keep them motivated. Eze has been demotivated. I think the managers lost him mentally, bro. The quality is there. We see it for club. We see it for country. We saw it at Palace. He plays that pass to Mateta week in, week out last year. He plays that pass for Sarr. He plays that pass for Eddie and Katia. So part of it is just a mental breakdown where he needs to express himself and the manager wants control, and it's very difficult for those two things to coexist. The fact that he was an unused sub for 4 games is when the divide started. And you know that a big part of this fan base will just double down and agree with whatever the manager says. So if he was benched for 4 games in a row and the narrative that he's being poor, they'll just accept it. But no, I go back to the Bayern Munich game. I go back to all these games where we had big performances that make our fan base able to talk with chest, and he was a big part of that. A hat-trick in the North London Derby, a goal, 1-0 win against his former team. That's 4 points. We're only 4 points clear. So without him, I can safely say we're not top of the league.
How convenient.
We're not.
The way you just threw that together. Totally agree with you. Waffle done. Waffle done. You have to chime in on this AJ talk before we go into what really happened in that Wigan match. Innit? Waffle done. What do you think?
I'm gonna speak on this from a different angle. So we know Eze, his main attributes, he's a moments player, innit? So he can change a game just like that. Just like that. And you can see what he done yesterday against Wigan. Fantastic. Brilliant player. The problem that I want to talk about is the way Arteta has treated him. That's my problem with the manager. From one mistake at Aston Villa to being, do you know what I mean, literally castrated, BBK, did you say 4 games? I thought it was 9 games. Was it 9 games that he didn't?
I don't think it was up to 9 games. I think
he was an unused sub for 4 games before he
4
got
games. All right, okay. Sorry. I got that wrong. So, and it takes me back to his first game when he played for Liverpool as well, where, and I've documented all of this, where Arteta he's kind of criticised him. He's got to score and all this kind of stuff as well, So, from starting your career at Arsenal, you're already because when players come into Arsenal, they want to impress, innit? And this manager already, the way he is already, when I mean impress, you want to be able to be everything's cool with the lads, everyone's cool, I play my game, the manager tells me what to do, I do it on the pitch and all that kind of stuff. I get all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Eze, for me, Eze's not a flamboyant show-off type of guy. He's a spiritual guy, he's married, children, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, seems kind of like a very kind of peaceful type of dude. Yeah, he's not gonna be making up noise. Yeah, if he's not being played, he's not that. He doesn't seem to be that type of character. But one thing, what he has that we all can agree with, is he has attributes. I would say a lot of attributes that are better than Odegaard. He doesn't go hiding in games. He's a forward-thinking player in terms of he wants to get the ball forward. He's got a great shot on him when the opportunity shows itself. And I think in the next 10 or so, 12 games, whatever we've got left, I think he's going to be playing more of an important role in the team. But what the problem is, and I've said this in the group, guys, it's the profile of player, and this is what I have a problem with the manager, because I feel that now that Odegaard's out of sync now, Arteta's got nice things to say about Eze now, yeah, because he had a good game. He's got nice things to say about him. So Eze, I just want him to just prove the manager wrong, you know, because you see how this manager can make people feel at times. Yeah, he's like, this player's not putting the right effort. This player's not doing this. This player's not doing that. But that's wrong. That's wrong. You've put him in a system. Yeah, you're supposed to use him to his best abilities. Yeah, not force him to be in that system where he has to be running back, doing this, doing that. Come on, man. That's not what Eze's strengths are. It's not being in the box defending. It's not trying to head balls out from corners. Those are not the strengths of Eze or Odegaard. So why are we? And I get that you have to do some type of defensive duty at times, but those are not their strengths. So I'm intrigued to see in the next 10, 15 games, and I'll finish on this year. I'm intrigued to see how much football Eze gets, and running, because I think right now, and I said this earlier, this guy's going to play a very important role in the next 10, 15 games.
BBK, I take it up from there. That Wigan matchup, what did you think? Because of course we went off on what Craig said about the matchup and of course about Eze. So that's why we had to delve into that Eze stuff. But again, just before you go into that your Wigan game, does everyone here on the panel agree that Eze should be able to start up the matchup against Wolves?
Yes.
100%.
100%. BBK Sports, take it up from there.
I mean, we kind of, by default, he has to start. I mean, Kai Havertz is injured. Ethan's not here. Marina's had a broken foot. So, I mean, who else can he put in the text?
Man said it with all that mockery. Come on, bro. I mean, Marina has been a good guy in this team. Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, the way you said that broken foot, it doesn't sit down well with my soul. But anyway, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, he should start. He absolutely should start. Like I've said on many occasions that I don't believe a world exists where Eze should be a backup for Odegaard. It should be the other way around. You know?
Yeah. Really so how did you see that game against Wigan in the FA Cup?
Yeah, I mean, I fully expected us to win with heavy rotation. I was excited that Eze got his start, got his goal. Take the opposition away. And here's this thing that going around social media. It's only Wigan. It's only Wigan, right? I'll tell you what. It was only Salford away at the Etihad. And they gave Man City a hell of a game. They had to bring on Ballon d'Or Rodri. They had to bring on Semenyo and Gehi and all these men. And they started strong. And they are a League 2 side. They're further down the pecking order. So I don't want to hear ish about it's only Wigan. Imagine if we had shit the bed on this. Had the internet meltdown with it. So it's only Wigan. But we had to do what we had to do. Now, there was clear distinction between top of the Premier League team and the League 1 side. And that's what I fully expected to see. I was expected to see a good performance and a big result. In the league, these 12 games that we got remaining, more so about result than the performance. But in that game in particular, the League 1 side, we have to show them that we are the big boys in town. And we saw it. A dominant performance and a dominant scoreline. A 16-minute blitz when we scored 4 goals. And we've demonstrated this before because when we put those goals past Atletico, it wasn't a 20-minute span that we scored all 4 of those goals. We have this ability to turn it up on teams. I want to see that. So I want to see that this weekend against Wolves. Big performance. Also, I'm
big talk.
Result, but yeah,
big talk. I mean, we'll talk about Wolves. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that Wolves game.
Yeah. We will get into that. Yeah.
Waffle done. I mean, when you look at that matchup against Brentford, I mean, I was disappointed. My brother, BBK Sports, came to spy on me on my channel. I mean, he saw how I was crying about it. And, he talked about it on the show today. But it is what it is. When you look at that Brentford matchup, Waffle done, and again, look at the performance, in that Wigan game. I know people would say, there's a discrepancy in the kind of opponents we're kind of facing in terms of Wigan and where they are, of course, on the table in a lesser league. Completely get that. But what did you think were the differences? What players made the difference? I mean, we had Craig, he talked about Madueke, but again, I still do think that there were still some individual performances that I saw in that game that you could actually latch on to Miles Lewis Kelly drifting down the middle. We saw what he did. I really liked how he kind of occupied that space. I really like Northgard. I mean, people, let's flip this shit over. Northgard. I mean, they said he came down here, yeah, to actually, come to help the team. They said it was a sensible signing. Why aren't we seeing man play? I mean, I'll give him a go-ahead over Odegaard. I'll slightly even give him a go-ahead even. Bro, sometimes, yeah, keep Rice to get that rest a little bit and put Northgard there. Let's see what he can do. But again, I'm just saying. But Waffle done. What do you have to say about that game against Wigan?
So I'll be honest with you, yeah, I didn't really watch the game against Wigan because obviously you had Wi-Fi issues, as you know. So I can't really commentate too much on that. But the little glimpse I've seen, Norgard, very good player, very, very controlled, likes to play the ball forward as well, got a very good pass on him. Sometimes this season, it baffles me to think, that Zubimendi, has had some stinkers, and Norgard has not come onto the pitch. That's called a lack of trust from our manager once again. I would like to open up Arteta's brain sometimes, to understand what he's thinking, because Norgard's not injured. He's available. He can come in to do a job. And we're not talking about doing a job for like 80, 90 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Come on. Yeah. Zubimendi might be tired because Zubimendi's played a lot of games this season. He's played a lot of games this season. And if I was the manager and I saw that mistake that he did that other day, I'm taking his rass off, and I'm playing Norgard, I'm playing Norgard the second half. The defense, our defense is good as it is. I didn't want to see Saliba yesterday, but he played. I don't know about this Saka in the number 10 position. I'm getting various, feedback that he was okay. Some people didn't think he was that good, so I can't really form a judgment on that. But yeah, we got the job done. We've got Mansfield in the next round. I know BBK will be happy with that because we're not playing a massive team in the next round. So I think we can just park off the FA Cup for now, and we got through. Good display. But the most important thing is, what do we do? The game's on Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, you got a big game on. This is a massive game now. People might say, "Oh, Wolves are down the bottom. This is going to be an easy game." I don't want to make that mistake. Let me say that after the game. I don't want to say Wolves is an easy game because they're not fighting for anything. So that makes them even more dangerous. In my opinion, it makes them more dangerous because they've got nothing to lose. We have everything to lose. This game, and I heard BPK say on his stream earlier, this game, if we were to mess up and lose in this game, for me, and I'll say it right now, I'm not even going to say I'm worried now. I think that's the title done. Because this is the 3-pointer that we need, or the 4-pointer, or the 7, whatever. We need to stay in front of these guys, And if we go with this mentality, because what's going to happen is, that first half that you saw against Wigan, you might not see that against Wolves. You might see us going back to default settings, Rice, Zubi, whoever, and you might do that. One thing about watching Arsenal right now that frustrates me the hell, bro, and I saw some of this in the Wigan game, is that slow passing at the back, bro. Take your time, Saliba. Look up. Well, I'm not gonna pass. Let me pass it back to this player. I can't stand that type of football, bro. It's just so boring to watch. People can say it's the control thing, but for me, I don't enjoy watching that football. And if we're gonna be like that against Wolves, then I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know what you man.
Again, waffled on. I mean, this is why I like to slow it down a little bit and get to look at it, holistically. Yeah, Arsenal is one of those teams, that this teams, devise different means on how to play against us. We are that team that they always want to put 10 man behind. We are that team that they always want to, push around physically and do all sort of hocus pocus plans against us. Just look at the game that Brentford played, on the day. Yeah, there was a lot of pushing in the boxes. There was a lot of physical play, lots of fouls that went, on red by the referee. It was so unorthodox the way they played against us. And again, the changes, the switches of this balance of play and how they're playing against us, and how every other team is playing against us was different. Arsenal have to break down this team. So sometimes, you could say, hey, why aren't we passing the ball quicker at the back? Sometimes you just have to control the game just a little bit. Have a little bit of control, and figure out how to break the teams, because teams are playing in very different ways, different shapes against Arsenal. Even the low block teams are redevising means on how to actually, hit us on the counter attack. Not just a totally controlled low block. Sometimes they have to shift into a mid block also, catch us on some certain kind of transitions. So again, it is what it is. Look at Brentford keeping how many teams this season has actually taken up to at least 4 or 5 shots on goal against Arsenal this season. I can't count, bro. I can't count more than 5 teams that have done that. Even 3. I struggle to count 3, but Brentford did it. Yeah. So these teams, they come in different shapes and different forms and different ways, multifarious ways of playing us, that we have to really think and control the game just a little bit, break it down just a little bit to be able to find a way to break them down. But again, I hear you. You ought to be passing the ball quicker. I hear it. But sometimes, you have to take it slow just a bit to kind of figure out the kind of opponents you're actually trying to play and know how to actually bring out countermeasures to break them down. And again, that's why Arsenal, over a couple of weeks now, have been really taking time in scoring goals, because we continually have to figure out these teams. We're not quick in figuring these teams out. We have to figure them out probably maybe after the first half, then we'll now come up with a goal. We saw a delay in a goal scored against Brentford. We saw a delayed goal in the last one we played before the Brentford game. Lots of delays. Breaking these teams down, it matters. You have to control the game sometimes, and you have to just read it properly. At least to me.
Let me ask you a question.
Before we go into that Wolves game, Waffle Don, I'm shocked no one was talking about Mosquera and his performance yesterday. I just have to check that in. TPP. I look at spaces that many other people don't want to look into. The other day, I was having a skirmish with Lee Gunner and Northside LTN about Martin Zubimendi, and the flack is taken because of some couple of mistakes he's made in the team this season. How many mistakes has that guy made? Just 2 mistakes. Yeah, this guy has been the guy that has started in that number 6 area. Has protected our defense. We're first in the Champions League, first in the Premier League. We're in the finals of the Carabao Cup. We've moved now to the round 5 of the FA Cup. This guy has been tremendous to those feats that we've reached this season, because he has marshaled us to that season. The best midfielder in all your mouths could be Declan Rice. But you know what? If I could just flash out at you guys, Martin Zubimendi actually has better numbers than Declan Rice this season. Slack me all you want, he has better numbers than Declan Rice this season. I'm not saying that Declan Rice isn't the best midfielder. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that the guy you rate so highly in the team, in our midfield, actually has someone who has actually trumped him in all ramifications this season. Are you talking of positions off the ball? Are you talking of goal scoring? I mean, he's played lesser games than Declan Rice this season. He's played 34. Declan Rice has played 35. He scored more goals than Declan Rice this season. Declan Rice has scored probably maybe only like 3 goals this season. Zubimendi has scored about 6 goals this season. Interceptions, multifarious interceptions. His interceptions trumps what Declan Rice has got. I'm not taking away what Declan Rice has done for us this season. I'm just saying that we have a midfielder who just popped up from Real Sociedad in his first season and is giving us equal numbers or has even trumped what Declan Rice has done this season. So, I mean, he could always, just like what BBK Sportero is trying today, he could still be given that one season to still, season it out through the end of the season. Then we can clearly assess. But it's just that when we play games, people like to just extricate the fact that Zubimendi is a tremendous player in this team in his first season. Outscored Declan Rice, most interceptions, pops up in different positions that I would naturally like my number 10 to actually pop up at, like Odegaard. He doesn't pop up in those positions. Yeah, it takes snapshots. I mean, we're always begging for a midfielder to just situate himself just outside that 18-yard box and take some certain kind of snapshots. I'm not seeing anyone do that apart from Martin Zubimendi this season. If there's any other midfielder doing it, please, I would like to hear that. Mosquera, what a game yesterday. Yeah, it's just nice to just see this kind of players that were just brought into the football club do their thing. Yeah, calm, composed. He's always been composed every time he's played for Arsenal. Little mistakes here and there, in that game. I mean, in the game where he slept up, was it not against Manchester United or so? But again,
no, Newcastle. It was Newcastle.
Yeah, something like
Newcastle.
that. Yeah, but again, it's just nice to just see him just play. I mean, with that confidence, his move on the ball, how he handles it. I mean, we just have to herald what we have right now. Mosquera, what a game yesterday! What a game!
I mean, he kept us in the game against
Brentford.
Even Brentford as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Mosquera got thrown into the fire. He got thrown into the fire at Anfield when Saliba got injured during the warm-up. Right? Remember that? Remember that one? And did well there. Right? That's when he earned the moniker Mosquera. He has done well. He may be the unsung hero of the system because not everyone can step into a Premier League chasing team to replace one of the best center backs in the country in Europe in Saliba and perform well. There's pressure there. He's young and he's done well. So all the credit that he could have gotten for yesterday's game or the Wigan game, fully deserved. But I also think he deserves a hell of a lot of credit for keeping us from losing at GTEC Stadium, because he got done on that play. He got done and made up. That's the mentality you want from a defender. Okay, you done me on this play, but you better get that shot off because I'm coming. Pause. And he got there and he did well.
Yeah. Guys, we have to go into that Wolves game. But just before we go into the Wolves game, Craig, we have to crack this open. Martin Odegaard today, open the papers. All of us are going to take a chime on this one, but we'll start from Craig. Craig, Martin Odegaard, captain of Arsenal Football Club, do what you want with that information, but this is the thing. Man was linked to a transfer to Manchester United today. Exactly. I mean, hit that sound button again, my bro. I mean, we need that Undertaker sound again, my bro. Exactly, bro.
Gianni in the building.
Let's do it. Gianni is in the house. Big up, Gianni. Big up, Gianni. Our guy.
Eyes on the road, man.
Eyes on the road, mate.
Eyes on the road, man.
Yeah. So Craig, as we're talking, Martin Odegaard linked to that Manchester United transfer. Manchester United, they're shameless. They will get any kind of player that will actually help them advance in their position. They're completely shameless right now. What do you have to say? Arsenal captain linked to Manchester United.
Well, it's been linked, and I heard that he's unhappy at the club. He's going to review his position at the club at the end of the season. So if he wants to go, then you sell him, but don't sell him to a rival. Sell him abroad or something. He wants to go. I strip him of the captaincy as well. You can't be captain of Arsenal Football Club being unhappy and all that. That's not good. Same thing Gallas did back in the day as well. When Eduardo broke his leg, and then Gallas was storming off the pitch in Birmingham. He lost the captaincy. Fabregas was the captain. So if Odegaard's not gonna help us win the league and doesn't want to put the effort in, then you take the captaincy off and give it to somebody else who a better captain that's gonna stay at the club and want to win titles. And it's a mentality thing as well, because at the end of the day, like, Odegaard's our captain, but should he really be our captain now if he wants to leave the club? No, it shouldn't be. So, you know, if he wants to go, then let him go, but not to Man United, though, not to our rival. No. Send him abroad. Send him to Bayern or wherever. Send him, but don't send him to a Premier League rival.
Gianni, I'll bring you down here because of course BBK is here, Wafadon is here, I'm here. So Gianni, I'll bring you into the conversation. Today, our captain of Arsenal Football Club, is our captain. We just have to say it as it is, yeah? Good. Linked to Manchester United today. Mind you, after that Kairat Almaty game in the Champions League, this man was also linked with a transfer away from Arsenal to Bayern Munich. Brother, give us keynotes. What do you think about this, bro?
I'll send my car. I'll come over in a carrier ship with my car and I'll drive his ass to United. Get the fuck out of the club. He's a fucking bum. If he wants to go to United to show that he's a shit player over there too, might as well. Let him go over there because he ain't going to be the same thing of what Robin Van Persie was. So for me, I don't care where you sell him to. Just get him out of the club. £240,000 a week. He's a captain that's a crybaby little bitch that can't accept the fact that he should have lost his job to Eze, and the job that Eze did at the FA Cup showed even more why Odegaard should never start for the team. I personally don't care where he goes. Just get out of the team.
BBK Sports, take a chime at that one before Waffle done.
I mean, I haven't hid my feelings about Odegaard still. You know, I do think we need to upgrade. Like, going into the season after Tony said what he said, we caught a lot of flack for backing Tony. But then we look at a captain, right? What a captain is supposed to be. If you're not going to be doing captain things with your play, you have to do it with your leadership. I don't think he's done either. And leadership matters. Not just in football, in your work, but in your household. There's no leadership in your household. Your household is upside down, bro. It matters. So he's not performing in either capacity. And I've said this on Shane Guna's channel when I said at the time when, if you look at Patrick, when Patrick was captain of Arsenal, you couldn't find 3 DMs in the world who was better than him in his position.
Facts.
At Arsenal, you can find 2 or 3 players in the squad that are better than Odegaard in his position. These things are problematic, you know. And if we're in a semifinal at home to play for your first trophy in 6 years, and you have your captain that you can't play because he compromises your ability to get to a final, that's a problem. So I give Mikel credit for dropping him in that second leg, you know, and I give Mikel credit for dropping him when he needs to be dropped. But it's where there's smoke, there's fire, right? I think the fact that we're being linked to Tonali at the same time where there's rumors about him leaving the club, there's smoke, there's fire. And you know, if we can upgrade on him, we'll upgrade on him. What we play for him, 35 million?
Yeah.
I think we can sell him for more than that. But the problem is, and this is where it's problematic, Craig, the money that he's on. The money that he's on
over 200, isn't it?
Yeah, the money that
240 or 245,000 pounds a week. He don't deserve that.
And that's the thing, Craig. That's the problem because only Premier League, typically only
no
Premier
team
League
will pay that,
those
bro.
type of wages.
Bro, there is no team that's gonna pay that, bro.
Unless it's
but here's the thing: we got Odegaard a while ago. So the fact that when you look at how money works, when you transfer out and transfer players in, it's 5 years is the maximum. Chelsea was doing the madness, signing players for 8-year contracts, and they stopped it. It's 5 years. So if his books are paid, it doesn't matter if you take a loss on him or not. If his books are paid off, it's a profit. So if you get 245,000 pounds a week off, and you still sell him for 15 million because you got to take the loss on the profit, it doesn't matter. The bigger thing is is that you got that fat ass contract off that you can use for transfer money. So either way, it doesn't matter when it comes to that. He's got to go regardless. Everybody has seen, and I actually have a question for all you guys. Do you think Odegaard being unhappy is because of the fact that he's been found out he's not that good of a player? Or do you think it's more so the fact that his father, Arteta, is basically put him out to dry, hung him out to dry, and trying to deflect any responsibility for himself for how Odegaard's play has gone to shit because of the change of how we've played over the last 2 years?
If he's unhappy at Arsenal, he has zero self-awareness. Zero. Because he has been given a free reign. We see other players get benched for stuff that he gets away with. So we talk about players not being given a run of games, right? As you go out there, 12 minutes against United, 9 minutes versus Liverpool, another 11 minutes versus Forest away. Odegaard has started. He has been given plenty of time, plenty of rope. And if that was Mikel's strategy the whole time, fair play. I'm going to give you all this rope. If you want to go hang yourself. But it's going to be out there for me to see because the fans clearly see. He wasn't benched in the semifinal for no reason, bro. It was because the manager knew that the chances of us going through was better off with him not being in the team. That is a problem for your leader. Maybe it's more hyperbolic and will make more sense and will stick more if we take away and just don't say captain and refer. You're the leader. That's what a captain is, right? And on March 22nd at Wembley, it is not going to be smooth sailing, gentlemen. I promise you. They hate us. Yeah. So there will be a rough patch during that game. Who do you trust to lead you through that? A Gabriel, a Declan Rice, or an Odegaard?
Declan Rice or Gabriel, to be honest with you. More Declan Rice. Declan Rice is the cap. I think Declan Rice should be our captain anyway. So
agreed.
But again, Mikel Arteta has turned this situation into something that could also become a big, huge problem at Arsenal Football Club. I mean, you can look at that game, the Brentford game, when Odegaard came back into the pitch. I mean, he wasn't given the captain handband. He wasn't given the captain handband. So something is wrong. If your captain isn't representing the football club in terms of his leadership qualities, in terms of his efficiency on the pitch, you should be able to stand up as a manager of the goddamn club and say, you know what, you are not an effective leader, and neither do you even play week in, week out. In like for the whole 90 minutes. I want my captain to be someone who's on the pitch for 90 minutes, backing orders, directing the team, and galvanizing and motivating this team to win games every single day of the week. So, Odegaard, I'm going to have to strip that captaincy of you. Bro, it's very easy. You don't even have to be, you don't even have to be a big guy to actually say these things in the room. If Mikel Arteta is as tough as people say he is, it should be something simple to say. I want my captain to be someone who is always on the pitch, leading the team and motivating the team. Odegaard, I'm stripping you of the captaincy. Gabriel Magalhaes, I trust you so much. Please hold on to this. Or Declan Rice, who is always playing in every single Arsenal game this season, has leadership qualities, can motivate the team, very effective, backing out orders, Why don't we strip him off that captaincy and give it to him right now, because we are in need of leadership?
Can I chime in there quickly, Tony?
Go. Yeah,
do you remember when he stripped Aubameyang of the captaincy? Do you remember?
Facts.
Do you remember?
Uh-huh.
And what happened to Aubameyang after that? He got kicked out of the club. So he can do it if he wants to. It's up to him. It's up to him. Yep. And if he doesn't do it and it costs us winning anything, then that's his job gone. I can't see him not staying. I can't see him staying if he doesn't win anything this season. He's under a lot of pressure now, so he has to do something that's right for the club and right for the fans as well. So if he strips Odegaard of the captaincy or don't play him and plays Eze more, and Eze gets more goals and assists and win us the title, win them game, them 12 games, and win us the title, then it's fully justified that he dropped Odegaard. All of us will be saying, you know what, on our podcast, that, you know what, he made a right decision to drop Odegaard, and we went on to win something because he made a tactical, not just a friendship thing. He did it because he knew what he had to do, the right thing for the club, and he did it.
You know what I want to say about Odegaard, yeah? And none of us on the panel are saying we hate Odegaard, yeah? So anyone who wants to get on their high horses thinking this is Odegaard hate, it's not. It's just constructive criticism, and it's opinions based on what we've seen. First and foremost, Odegaard has become injury prone. I don't think now, all of a sudden now, his body can handle the Premier League. I know it's crazy, isn't it? But, you know, 15 goals in one season, you know, I think 8 the next, or whatever. But you can see that he's deteriorated this season with the injuries that he's picked up as well. One problem that I have with Odegaard, and I think a lot of you probably will agree with me as well, is that in games he goes hiding quite a lot. There's been some games this season where he's gone hiding. Yeah, that game in Man United where Zubi had the ball, he was hiding. He didn't want to come into midfield and take the ball off Zubimendi. And this kind of thing, yeah, it affects everyone when you see this, because it's all good to be nice on the ball and have all that flair and look, you know, really silky on the ball and stuff like that, yeah. But you've also got to have something. You've got to have something that's going to produce something after that. We've seen the likes of Cherky. We've seen the like of Morgan Rogers. You know, Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, they're all players that take risk in the final third. They pick up the ball. They may dribble, but they always are looking for the forward passes. You can even include Eze in that as well. Odegaard, for me, we can argue he's not a 10. He's a deep line 8 or whatever. He's a dictator. He doesn't even do that, in my opinion. He doesn't do that because he just slows the game down. And I hear what Tony was saying about the control thing. I get that. But he slows the game down, yeah, to a point where players don't even want to move. Players don't even move because they see Odegaard. He's going to get the ball. He's hold it. He's going to look up. He's going to sit down, turn around, do the, you know what I mean, hokey pokey and turn around. That's what Odegaard does. And he's going forward. I don't think he's the answer to this team. I don't think. Listen, I respect Tony. I respect Tony Adams. Yeah, much more than enough of these players. Yeah. So no one could tell Tony Adams anything as far as I'm concerned. He even after he said that Odegaard shouldn't be the captain, he actually said some nice words about Odegaard, yeah, being the captain, but no one talks about that. No one talks about that. Yeah. But for me, if Odegaard gives up now, then it will truly show that Adams was right in the first place about him. He's not a leader. He doesn't lead the men, yeah? I don't know what he does in the changing room, because wouldn't you be embarrassed at the end of that game? Who's the one consoling who? When he made that mistake in the second half and we gave away that he wasn't onside with his player, yeah? Do you think Odegaard was concealing the players that we drew that game, or were they consoling him? Consoling him.
This is
my problem, and this is my problem with Odegaard, yeah? He's not given us enough this season. I get he's got the injury. He's injured again. I don't know if it's ego, but he's injured again. So
you buy that injury?
You know, I don't buy nothing. I buy egos, and egos get injured quite a bit as well. I think the manager's protecting him as always.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. Because here's the thing. The funny thing is, with this conversation with Odegaard also shows the problems with the team overall. And that's why I put that question out there is, do you think Arteta's leaving him out there and hanging him out to dry because he's protecting himself. Because Odegaard is a perfect example of how the style of football has changed and why everything's gotten worse over time. When we played open attacking football, no one here is going to sit and say that Odegaard was a bad player. He had double-digit goals and had a high amount of assists as well when we played open attacking football. When he went to this more defensive, pragmatic bullshit, Odegaard has gotten further and further out of the game to where he doesn't even matter anymore. That whole protecting the ball shit doesn't matter if you're not going to score. I'd rather us take more chances. Nice.
E class or G class?
C63, bro.
It's a CLS 550.
Woo, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's got four. It's
Gangster, mafioso.
Gianni's legend, bro. He's legend in the streets.
Nice.
That's a 5.5 V8. Yeah.
Jeez.
Is it 5.5 or is it 6?
Oh, it's the AMG joint, the 6.3.
It's a 6.3.
Boom, boom.
I believe it's it. Yeah.
Boom, bro.
But anyways, I think the situation with Odegaard is more so just showing the fact that it's tight for everybody right now. You know, we've heard all these things coming out saying that now Arteta's been told that he has enough and that if he doesn't win this season, that he's going to go and that there's no more room for him. And I think Odegaard is one of the first dominoes that's dropping for this because of the fact that it shows that his system has been flawed. Again, you can't. It's the same conversations that we're having with Gyökeres, same conversations that we're having with Eze. You know, Eze in the FA Cup game, granted it's Wigan, but when the handbrake taken off, look at what Eze was doing as the creator. Now all of a sudden with Odegaard, he used to be able to do that when he had players running and going forward, but now you're lucky if you got wingers going forward ahead of you as a number 10 when we're playing in the Premier League because the fullbacks are further up, but they're not going to add anything to it in the offensive phase. So for me, I think it's just a point of showing that Arteta is throwing people under the bus as the season goes on just to save his ass because the pressure's on now. There's no more hiding for anybody.
Hear it.
Yeah.
Go on, BBK. Someone else, because after this, I want to talk about Calafiori, but if you guys got more to say on Odegaard, please. I want to touch on Calafiori because we're talking about.
Guys, we're finished on this Odegaard thing. Yeah, everyone has already agreed that we want to see, of course, Eze playing that number 10 area, and let's see what he can give to us. Yeah, he might not be the perfect fit, but now that Havertz is already out, now that we have problems with injuries here and there, Eze seems to be the sensible character to bring into that midfield. Our brother Waffle Don has something to say about Calafiori. Calafiori, bring him to the fray. What about Calafiori should we talk about?
People. And I know Johnny's going to have a lot to say about Cala because Johnny, he warned me about Calafiori ages ago. He didn't rate him. He said
told you he was a bum.
Yes, and bro, we got injured in the warm-up, the Wigan game. Surely, guys, we've got to cut our losses at the end of the season, man, because we need a left back here that's gonna be fit. This guy is hardly fit ever. What you guys got to say about Calafiori, man? Injury prone. And to be honest, he started the season very well. Yeah, let's be honest with you. He was decent at the start of the season, but all these injuries he's picking up, man. You know, can we sustain these type of players who are on 100k plus in our team? Anyone could talk.
Go on, Craig.
No, we can't have players like 100 grand a week injured all the time. And in the warm up, he was looking okay, and then he just pulled up, and then what the rest of them? I thought, okay, because Lewis Skelly was playing midfield yesterday, not left back. But now would have been a good opportunity to see what he could do in midfield. Then they have to end up playing left back, so we can't rely on him anymore, man. He's always injured. He's been more injured than playing since he's come to Arsenal. He's been more out on the treatment table than starting matches. It's not good enough.
I mean, to be dicey on that one because Calafiori, I really like Calafiori. I mean, I like the way he plays. He might not be the best character to have there in terms of, his injury record, which is why I would like to say thank God that we brought in Nkapi, who was much stronger who's a little bit more controlled down in that left back position. But again, Nkapi has also been injured this season. He's had his own share of injuries too this season. I mean, he has been injured at least twice that I can count. He's missed some certain kind of games earlier in the season. He missed some certain kind of games towards mid-season. He's also missing some certain kind of games, and he's not playing every day. So, I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. But again, Mikel Arteta has already deeply ingrained Calafiori into our attacking game. He is that extra man in our midfield. Sometimes he's actually that extra fullback that just pushes up towards opposition area, gives you much numbers when striking, and again, it takes certain kind of shots outside the box. It's a big number in midfield for us. The way Mikel Arteta uses him, you can see him is more fluid. It moves quicker, it moves faster. Might not be the best defensively, but again, injuries. That's just the problem with Calafiori, and that's just the only thing I could say. You know what? That would just be the only means I would judge him based on. Is based on that injuries. I need a player that you could always count on. You could always count on in terms of his fitness levels, physical abilities. Defensively, his average. I think we can have more, but I would not, unless we have someone concrete to bring in. I don't want to see him leave, because I don't want to see the kind of problems we had in left back all the seasons ago before they came, because that left back position has always been a big, huge problematic position. Mind you, we've had lots of horrible players down there. You remember Tavares, who was in this football club. I mean, how many games did that guy play? Yeah, I mean, horrible player. Yeah, many players have been playing down there. Injuries. Who else? There was just the Scottish guy. What's his name? Kieran Tierney was always there. Injured all of a sudden. Every time we bring left back into this football club.
Tony, sorry, I got to jump in there. Factually, if you look at the history report of injuries, Tierney is less injured than all the other left backs that we've had. He just wasn't played because of the fact that he was from the Unai Emery period.
Tierney was injury prone. No. He was injury prone.
At the beginning, he was. The last 2 years that he's been there, he's been left out. He hasn't been hurt because he wasn't getting called upon. If you look at when he went on loan to Real Sociedad, that was 3 or 4 years ago. That was the last time he had a major injury when he was there, when he was a part of Arsenal. Since then, he was just left out of the team. And I have to come in on this. Calafiori is dog shit. Okay? You want to talk about PR, the English PR, the Arsenal PR. If it's not for the politics that goes into the Italian national team, if we're being honest, Calafiori's not top 5 Italian left backs there is, and he's not top 8 Italian center backs in either position. If we go and be honest about Calafiori, the only time he looks good defensively is when Gabriel Magalhaes is cheating over to the left-hand side to protect him. The game against Liverpool at the beginning of the season is the perfect example. Salah didn't do a damn thing because Calafiori and Magalhaes were doubling up on him the entire time. It wasn't Calafiori was beating him one-on-one. When Calafiori goes up against any competent winger or wingback or whoever's playing on the wing against him that has a first step and dribble, he's getting burned. We've seen it all the time the last 2 years. The only thing that Calafiori brings to the table is that he can run up and down the pitch, and for some reason, the manager feels the need to put him in the box with the striker because he scored the odd goal here and there. The problem that everybody leaves out, because a lot of people don't watch the Serie A, is that Calafiori made a difference of 6 points for Bologna, and Bologna won their first title in 50-odd years. The guy is not that good. He's been replaced by a much more competent center back at Bologna, Nicolo Casale. They've been more consistent defensively with him out of the picture at Bologna. And for us, again, whether we like it or not, any type of decent defensive performance that Calafiori plays Go back and look at the positioning of Magalhaes. We're leaving ourselves more open in the middle, which causes more of the problems of us getting sliced up through the middle. Go back and look at the Liverpool game at the beginning of the season. Liverpool didn't have their shooting boots on. And because Florian Wirtz was still playing like shit. The middle of the park was wide open because Saliba's being left on an island because Magalhaes has to cheat to the left. The man is not good. We could go back and get Kieran Tierney right now, and he would be an improvement over Calafiori, in my opinion. For me, Hincapié needs to be a permanent purchase at the end of this season and needs to be the full-blown starting left back from here on out, unless he's injured. Besides that, Calafiori is not going to do anything good for us.
I do agree with you with the Hincapié thing, yeah. I think we should make him a mainstay in the team, yeah. But I clearly disagree with you with this Calafiori guy. When he first came to this football club, yeah, defensively, I mean, everyone was always talking about what he gives to this team offensively, and it was good. No one had a problem with that. We always had a problem with him defensively. That was his main problem. I could count many times in his first season that he was completely getting seriously roasted defensively in this Arsenal team. But this season, can you give me, Gianni, please, give me at least 3 games where Calafiori has been dog walked left, right, and center this season?
Every game that Magalhaes isn't cheating over, he's been shit.
No. Forget the cheating. It's a direct question. Bro,
okay,
we don't,
go to the Liverpool. Okay, go to the Liverpool game. Okay, go to the Liverpool game at the beginning of the season.
Don't do the Bundy thing here, bro.
No,
just give me a direct answer.
Go to the Liverpool.
How many games have you seen Calafiori being roasted left, right, and center this season? It's simple.
Okay, the Liverpool game at the beginning of the season, when Magalhaes doesn't cheat over, Salah torched him. All the shots that came from inside the box came from Salah servicing him because he got him one-on-one. When Salah wasn't one-on-one and it was Magalhaes and Calafiori, he passed it away and everybody gave him props but leaves that off. I believe, was it the Villa game, the first game, he was getting burned on the right-hand side by Daniel Malin's trash ass?
Not really though. It was end-to-end game, transitional game.
Brother, if Daniel Malin looks good against you, you're not good. If Daniel Malin looks good against you, you're not good. Let's be honest here. I don't care about calling out players. If Daniel Malin looks good against you, when that trash bum Evan Guisand was giving him problems for the starting rotation there, you're not a good player, bro.
Terrible.
I'm sorry.
BBK loves him.
Who's that?
But again, Gianni, you've struggled to give me about 3-4 games. You've struggled to give me three or four games.
I just gave you 2. If we keep going on, we can
absolutely burned. Yeah. For the one you talked about, the second one, yeah, I give that to you. Yeah, it was absolutely burned. But even in that Liverpool game, it wasn't burned. It actually even helped out defensively more. But again, what I'm just trying to say is that this season, he has actually improved defensively. I'm not saying he's a top guy defensively. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this season, he has improved defensively in as much as he has also helped us out offensively too. Is a big fabric. It's been interwoven into this big fabric of what Mikel Arteta wants to do offensively. Yeah, that's a mainstay. But defensively, he's improved this season. And again, I mean, you can talk about all these things about Calafiori. How old is he? How old is Calafiori? It's not like he's in the prime of his career.
23,
how old is he?
24.
He's a young player. Is he got time in that Italian team? Does he have time to improve as a player? But again,
this is
one thing I absolutely know is that his injury is a big problem, Gianni. That I share with you.
But besides that, brother, here's the problem. This is Arsenal. This is what I keep saying. We don't have the luxury of keep waiting for these youngsters to develop. We got to win now. If we don't win this year, there's no reason that he should be staying on this team because injury or the fact that he's been weak in certain games is still a liability. We need to go out and get the best in class to be able to get over the hump and continually pushing for trophies. I'm not sitting here waiting for a player to continue to develop and continue to be a liability. The fact that we got you to be the starting left back and you already have shown this season that the new guy in Hincapié is already better than you, he needs to lose his starting job off top. And if there's somebody who can come in who can be a good rotation left back who's more solid defensively, in my opinion, get rid of him immediately. They're weak. This team cannot afford no more years of not winning and trying to bring along passengers. That's got to stop. We just talked about Odegaard being a passenger for this team. If it's good enough for Odegaard to not be a passenger and we got to get rid of, it's for damn sure good enough to get rid of Calafiore's bum ass.
But Calafiore hasn't been a passenger in the team. That's what I'm saying. There are sides to his game that is more effective in the style of play you want to play. Like I would say it, in Copy, he doesn't give me what Calafiore gives me up front. I don't think he's much of a danger up front. I don't think his crosses are more deadly and more ferocious than what Calafiore will give you in the team offensively. So it depends. If you want to stay back and keep it more solid, Nkappi is the guy to go with. If you want to go offensively and have additional numbers in midfield, and you want your fullback to actually pop up in different positions in the enemy territory in the 18-yard box, Calafiore is your guy. So again, it depends on the kind of game you want to play. I don't even think that Nkappi has made that slot his own, because he too is also injury prone too, bro. He's been injured.
Yeah, but he's only been injury prone
right now. So it's a 50-50 team right now.
He's only been injury prone since he came to Arsenal. It reflects more on Arteta with him. He wasn't injury prone at Leverkusen. He wasn't injury prone. At Leverkusen, he played left-sided center back in a back line of three. The guy who played left back with Leverkusen was Grimaldo.
Within the season.
I've got his stats here. In Capier's. I'll show you.
Yeah. But he has also missed a couple of games through injury this season too.
Yeah, right, but that ties more so to the BS with Arteta, because he's been again. You can't tell me what did Arteta say last year? We went in thin last year into the team. He said we knew we were going thin in the winter transfer season. I think Shane Gooner, shout out to Shane Gooner, put it on his show this morning. We're talking 116. We're talking 116 injuries to this squad since the start of the 2024-2025 season. That is inexcusable. That's on the manager.
Sorry. Go on. Sorry, where's Johnny?
I'm still here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
So I was just saying, Tony, that's not injury prone, but go on in Capia. I'm sorry, not in Capia. Go on, John. Sorry, man.
But no, for me, I think the fact that Hincapié has come in and gotten injured is more so speaks volumes to the situation with the training and everything that Arteta's been doing, more so than what it was. Again, at Leverkusen, the man was a workhorse for them. He didn't miss that many games for Leverkusen overall in his career. It's been more so with Arsenal where the injuries have gone up.
Yeah.
I mean, here, look. Yeah. We're talking 7 days because of coronavirus and 19 days as far as an injury, and that's it. Everything else as far as that, his major injuries are Arsenal.
Yeah. So it
speaks volumes for more so Arteta. And again, I mean, the situation with Calafiore with injuries, the only thing that I'll give Calafiore the benefit of the doubt is why are these guys still getting injured in the warm-up? If they're injured going into warm-up, they shouldn't be playing.
100%. 100%.
True. But again, just before we leave that topic here, please, does anyone think that left back position already belongs to Nkappi?
I think so.
Everyone here.
I think so.
Already.
Yeah,
I think so. He got an assist against.
I think we still need a left back.
Yeah.
I'm saying between Hincapié and Calafiore, it belongs to Hincapié. If we go out and go get another left back, then yes, it's back up for the draw. Because like what Tony said, yes, Hincapié is more of a solidified defensive left back more than it is a blend of going forward. But we can't. Again, it also ties into the manager. Hincapié as a left back should not be all the way up the pitch the way that he is. That's just the way that I prefer fullbacks. I'd rather a fullback come into the midfield when I know I'm solid. Same thing with Timber. I don't want Timber going forward because Timber gets hurt for the amount of mileage that he's running up and down the pitch. I'd rather have Timber and Saliba. I'd rather have Timber, Saliba, and Magalhaes set up as a back line of three, pushing Hincapié up a little bit to be in the midfield to aid in the defensive part of the midfield, and just take the handbrake off and let everybody else do what the hell they want going forward. You do that, there's much more solidity in the back line, protecting your goalie and protecting us from giving up any goals, and it's more free-flowing football going forward.
Well, definitely we've gotten our answers. Yeah, people. See, BBK Sports, we have Wolves coming up on Wednesday. Everyone will have to answer to this. And again, people, it's good that me and Gianni have a little bit of a back and forth. Yeah, that's what the show is all about, people. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Big time energy, and I respect Gianni. He respects me, and it's all good down here.
Tony, one thing quickly before we talk on Wolves. Yeah. We've not mentioned Noni. He's got 3 goals in 3 games, and whether it's the opposition or whatever, are we going to give him his flowers tonight? Because no one's mentioned Noni at all. And does he start against Wolves on Wednesday?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts before we go into the Wolves game and the lineups and stuff?
I would love to see the same. I would love to give Noni a start if we're going to do the same thing and see Eze and Saka in the midfield together, to be quite honest with you. I think Saka looks much better in the middle because of the fact that he's already more dangerous being in the center of the park. And let's all be honest here. Saka's biggest weapon was his first step and breakaway pace. He hasn't shown that that's still there. So if we're going to need him to score goals, put him in the middle. Open the play up a little bit more. If Saka's going to open the play up a little bit more, hell, what do you know? Maybe Eze might be able to get more assists like he did. So for me, yeah, start Noni.
Noni Madueke. BBK Sports. Noni Madueke.
I did mention Noni when we started the stream. I said Noni makes that run all the time. We just don't pick him out. Yesterday, the difference was Eze picked him out. The reason why that run was so crisp is because he's had practice, plenty of practice. He does it all the time. He didn't touch the ball, The touch was the pass into the net. It was beautiful, bro. It was football porn. Beautiful to watch. But Noni, like I told, I said, like Noni, when he was when Saka got injured with it was hamstring earlier, I'm saying I want Noni Madueke to play so well that Bukayo Saka has a hard time getting back into the team. Because if that's then Noni is banging, we're doing well. We seen him bang a brace midweek versus Club Brugge and was benched at the weekend versus Wolves. You know what I mean? So Noni is a guy that he needs a run of games while he is confident. This in and out stuff kind of hurts him. We know that Saka is going to come back in and play big minutes anyway, but I'm not sure. 45 minutes versus Wigan in the 10 is not a big enough sample size for me. I guess I need to see that against Premier League oppositions. This could have been just literally a moment of Arteta just saying, just go have a run out because what's his name got injured. But because it's Arsenal and Saka's in the 10 is going to make news. Bro, Sky Sports literally had a 2-hour segment this morning on this shit.
Yeah.
A 2-hour segment. Sky Sports when they went back to 2021, the last time he started in the 10 when he was behind Lacazette and Pepe was over there. You know what I mean? I get it. He has the attributes to play in the 10, Bukayo Saka does, but Eze is a better 10. Now, if he's going to play 2 10s, fair play. But that means either Declan Rice or Zubimendi has to sit. This game coming up against Wolves, we know that we're going to have 68, damn near 70% possession of the ball. So we don't need 2 defensive players. So if you're going to play 2 10s, fair play. Do it. But Eze has to be one of them. You can't just put Saka in there. Then all of a sudden, Arteta, what you doing, bro? Imagine if Saka's in the 10, but a lone 10 against Wolves. Now, all of a sudden, we would look at the team and say, okay, Odegaard was his first choice 10. Then Havertz. Then he even tried Mikel Merino. Sometimes he brings him off the bench before Eze. Now he wants to move the right winger to 10 before he plays Eze. Then it's a bigger problem. Then Odegaard is out the team. He's out of form. Now Eze, who demonstrated that he can play in the 10 and at a high level, is behind Saka in the pecking order for the 10. That's a problem for me. But Saka can play. If you're going to play 2 10s, fair, but he can't replace Eze in the middle of the park. No, sir. I'm not hitting that. That's fuckery.
See people. This is my conversation. I'm gonna make it quick and easy here, people. Yeah, I mean, Waffledon is talking about giving flowers and all that good stuff to Noni Madueke. Bro, there ain't no flowers given to anyone. Go and get me the league. Go and get me the league title, bro. What are we talking about? Flowers? Bro, are we doing Valentine's? Bro, really? Seriously, bro. Are you serious, Waffle Dust? You're talking about flowers, bro? Are you serious? No. Go get me the league title, yeah? That's the flowers you give to me. Yeah? How about that? We all here, we need the league title, bro. You need to do more. I'm not okay. Damage. And again, yeah, and see, Waffle done, yeah, because he scored against Brentford and again against charlatans, Wigan, then we should dance and turn and twist and whine. No, do more. Do more. In this game against Wolves, go and prove people wrong. Do it again. Score more goals. Score 2, 3 goals. Let's see it. Because if we're looking at Noni Madueke as a player, yeah, the biggest criticism of this player has been his end product, bro. It has been his end product. Everyone knows he could, those 1v1s, those 1v2s. He takes on these players. Like BBK said, he has been making those runs. But the problem, yeah, that I have with Madueke is you need to be scoring 2 or more goals, bro, because it's in your wheelhouse to do that. Yeah, so as for flowers, I'm not giving him any flowers. I would just say, hey, I like the goals he scored, but no flowers. Go into that Wolves game and deliver. Score 1, 2, 3. Yes. And again, people, yeah, I think this thing with Bukayo Saka it's going a little bit more premature, people, yeah. This is Wigan we're talking about, bro. This is Wigan we beat. Yeah, it's not some title level team we're playing, Man City, and then you slot him down the middle and then it's doing all that trickery. No. And actually, he didn't even score against Wigan. So, I mean, what's the basis? Yeah, of course, he's making good runs. Yeah, I hear that. But again, I'm not totally sold on that. When he turns up against tougher opposition, I mean, that magic would dry up like, I mean, it's going to dry up people, yeah. So what I would just say is, Eze is a more better 10 than Bukayo Saka. Yeah, he's proven it. He's proven it, again and again. He just needs that freedom, that lease of life to just roam around, and then you would see that number 10 is going to be on lockdown, even in this team. Because Saka, just stick to the right, my bro, and do your thing and score more goals and improving your gameplay. This number 10 position for Bukayo Saka, I think, is coming a little bit more premature right now. I also hear about this Zubimendi thing people are saying about him going into that number 8 position a little bit too premature. Let's keep him down there in that number 6. Do your thing next season. We'll see how far you can go. Mostly, if Odegaard is leaving the team and we could be bringing in someone like maybe your Tonali to just solidify that midfield, then you can now say, oh, okay, Rice, go, come back, double pivot. And then Zubimendi can also take his turn, and go. But with Odegaard there, I mean, it's useless. And right now, we don't even still really trust Eze right now because of his performances. So it is what it is. Let's just take it a little bit easy, calm down a little bit, turn down that narrative a little bit, and just play the players in their normal position, and let's get a grip of what's going on first.
Yeah, Tony, BBK's got to go at 8:30, so I just want to do a quick lineup, yeah, and then we can go and then we can tackle the AFC ways comment. Yeah, so okay, people, Raya in goal, obviously, yeah. Start with Raya in goal. You lot spout out who you want in your team against Wolves on Wednesday. Who are we going with?
I mean, the 3 of the back four pretty much pick themselves.
Yeah.
And Timber and them 2.
So,
if Saliba's over his illness, he'll start.
Oh, yeah, Saliba. What, didn't Saliba play the other day?
He didn't play against Brentford. He played yesterday. He didn't play against Brentford. I think
he's still ill, though, so,
Oh, okay. So, Timber right back here?
Yeah.
Timber. Let's go with the white kit today. Timber
It's an away game. Yeah.
It's away, isn't it? Yeah. and they wear orange, don't they? So
I don't know why they have an away kit or a home kit. Whoa, their kit is they should just be allowed.
They got black though, innit? They got a black and yellow as well. I think for the.
They should just keep their regular kit. They can play that for 38 games.
Saliba, yeah, Saliba.
Yeah, Saliba, Gabriel.
Saliba.
I mean, the back five picks itself pretty much. I think Nkapie will start and play.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nkapie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zubi.
Yeah, Zubi and Rice.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That sounds like a meal, innit? Zubi and rice, yeah. Hi, would you like the Zubi and rice, sir? Oh yeah. Coming up right.
In the 10, as in the 10.
Sure. Are you sure, Craigie? You know who our manager is. This is the Premier League game, you know. It's not
but he's injured. Well, he's mentally injured, bro. So who else is going to play in the 10 then?
As to play in the 10.
You got Saka though as well, though, yeah.
You got Saka.
Saka. I
would Saka there now, yeah.
I would if I was a manager, I'll play the manager who's in form and Madueke is in form. That's how football is supposed to be. Not with Arteta, but supposed to be. You pick the man who's in form and Madueke is in form. To pick Madueke, Saka gets 45 minutes. He gets 45 minutes. Done. Because Saka's not fully fit. You can tell he's not fully fit at the moment. He's just playing through games. He's struggling. So you play Madueke first half and then bring on Saka second half.
So Madueke, yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the whole point of playing Saka as a 10 then? Someone give me the reasoning behind that.
Who else could he have played? Could he have played? Rice didn't play yesterday. Rice was on the bench. Mendes on the bench.
Oh,
Saka's
right, okay.
played this game, bro. I'm sorry.
Who's left? Trossard?
Yeah, Bell's been playing well recently, man, to be honest.
The thing is, though, you see, you know, with these players, yeah, you never know who's going to get injured in training, man. That's why BBK was saying the other day, yeah, like, you know, you can do all these lineups and stuff, yeah, but who knows what's going to happen.
And then Gyökeres up front.
Big man up top, yeah?
Gyökeres, yeah.
So, everyone happy with that lineup?
I think Madueke is the whole bench. And Saka's playing, bro. I think Saka's playing.
You think Saka's going to start?
I have a funny feeling that Saka starts too. It's a Prem game.
Yeah.
I hope not. I would love to see. I would love to see Rice as the 6, Eze and Saka as the 2 floating 10s, Madueke on the right, Trossard on the left, and Gyökeres as the striker. But I don't think that'll happen.
Not only is Saka starting, he's the captain. He's wearing an armband.
Oh, Yeah, because the manager does things like that, innit? You might score a goal, yeah, and then he still drop you in it, or if his favourites, innit?
Saka starts like for like sub later on. Trossard for Martinelli, Saka for Madueke, Jesus for Gyökeres. That's what we're going to
Tony, happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I'm good with that. But again, if Calafiori is okay, I would like to see Calafiori there because I want goals. I want someone who would help our attack out. But again, it is what it is. Mbappe, I'm still okay with. But I'll prefer Calafiori.
Does Norgard deserve a shout for a start?
Hey.
He could to give them a breast. I mean, it is Wolves. We're talking about the team that's in competition for historically the worst Premier League team of all time. So you would think, but
so the Zubi you put Norgard to the Zubi, yeah.
I can't bother to change it now, but
no, it's fine.
mental notes. Listen, people. Yeah, I've got one more thing that AFC always been bugging me on today. Yeah, a devoted Arsenal fan holding his young son's jersey begged Arteta for an autograph as the manager walked to his car. Arteta looked over and said nothing. Got into his car. What a twat and a disgrace. What you got to say on that? What's your opinions on that, people?
I saw the video. of what when he went to the car, but he didn't wind on the window. I think his family were in the car, his wife and his kids were in the car. He didn't wind on the window. The guy was running into him, knocking on the window. Giving an autograph for his son's jersey. And
Emotional
just ignored him,
damage.
just blanked him. Just blanked him, just aired him and then just drove off after.
Anyone
I'd
else?
like to say, like, as a big man, as a grown man, ask somebody for an autograph once. They say no, just walk away. Don't embarrass yourself standing there begging. Come on, man. And I'm not a public figure. I've never been, but I understand public figures making themselves completely accessible to strangers. There's some crazies out there, Bro, crazies pop up in our chat room, in our comment sections all the time that we have to block. You know what I mean? So, I get it. It's bad PR, but plenty of times fans walk up to windows of public figures and they roll the window down and they sign the autograph. Sometimes they just stop being bothered, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe wifey
humans as well, isn't it? At the end of the day, the
yeah,
humans.
you know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe he didn't feel safe. I'm not the one to defend Arteta, but
that's another. Ooh.
No, he had his family.
That's another way to look
He
at
had
it.
his family in the car as well, so I don't think he felt.
Yeah, he had his family in his car. Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
I mean, I hate commenting on things like this, because again, BBK just brought up that security stuff. I was thinking, why would the manager not, honor that guy and just do? I mean, just saying for the kid, And the guy was even saying, as in, you're my kid's hero. He said it a number of times. You're my kid's hero. I mean, when you hear something like that, I mean, if you have a heart, I mean, you would just want to do it. But again, when BBK Sport said that security, I mean, just sounded that alarm about security stuff, I could hear it because there was a bunch of guys, I mean, adjacent behind the man that was asking for the autograph. There were a bunch of guys there, definitely. Yeah. I was hearing lots of sounds coming from there. So there could be like maybe 10, 15. You never know. It's a dark alley just around the Emirates Stadium bridge. So, I don't really know. I'm not so really sure about, if it will be very safe for him to open up his window and do all that stuff, which is very dark down there. So this is what it is. I can't comment on all that stuff, but if it was me, if it was maybe, if maybe he didn't have his family there, maybe I thought it would be safe enough for him to open up his, his window and just do the thing.
Right?
But I hear that security thing. No
public figure signs autograph 100% of the time. Some of them say no sometimes. This was one of them times. It looks bad. I get it. It does look bad, especially when there's kids involved. Now, if it was the kid, maybe he does. I don't know. It looks bad, but I get it. You know what I mean? And like Craig said, his wife was in the car. I know when I'm with my wife, I'm overprotective because that's listen. Your wife gets rushed out in public. It's your fault. No matter what.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
I agree, Gianni. I agree. So yeah, guys, we have to go. I have a show now, actually, with Oregon Gunner on my channel. So see ya. Let's talk about our channels. Gianni, do you have anything coming up on your channel, bro?
I may be going live later, waiting for confirmation. If not, then definitely tomorrow I am doing my show that I've been doing, which is the who you would pay to see 11. I got Shane Gooner coming on tomorrow night, and then me and Waffle Don are working out when he's gonna hop on for that, and then Craig told me I'll get you guys on. I have BBK on. BBK's team is giving everybody a run. Is giving everybody a run for his money for the stuff he put together. So that's everything I got going on. I got a couple streams coming up this week, so that's everything I got going on. Thanks always, guys.
Yeah, and Johnny, please let me know if you want me to come in to any of your shows. To be a honor to actually come down there. I like conversations with you, my bro. See, BBK Sports. I mean, after an amazing show today, man, that you did today, I was on your channel. I love every inch, every bit of that show today, man. I mean, big up to you. Oregon Gunner made it rain today. He made it rain today. He made it rain on the day today. I Please tell us what you got coming up, my guy. Oh my days, Waffle Done. What are you doing, my G? What are you doing?
My wife never said that.
Hey, yo. Okay, I forgot to say pause. Pause. Okay, pause. How about that?
Oh,
BBK Sport, take it away.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up. And that show that on Gianni's channel is very creative, man. When you come into this space, you have to have some creativity to separate yourself. And the money you would play the scene, it's a great idea, man. It's brilliant.
I'm worried, man.
It's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, love, man. Appreciate you having me on, Waffle Dad. I've been waiting on this invite, man. I watch this show every week. You know, so yeah, big up to you, big up to the channel, and it's all good. Love, my bros.
Yeah, man. Craig, do you have anything coming up?
Maybe our show we're doing abs every week. Maybe this week somehow. See how it is, how it goes. So yeah, just trying to build my channel up as well. So yeah.
Yeah, please let me know if you need me to, and let me know about your channel so I can subscribe too. Waffle Done, big up to you, my G. What do you got coming up, bro?
I've got hotspots. I'm gonna be jumping into everyone's chat. I'm gonna be doing me. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do I usually have tomorrow? I don't know, man. You know me, man. I've got my shows. I do my thing. I've got my. I've got to tell people though, because not a lot of people know this yet. But I'm gonna be doing some Ramadan and football vlogs because all you guys know that Ramadan's coming up. Very important month for me. So you're not gonna see me from day 1 to day 30. I'm gonna do a stream every day, maybe a 10-minute stream, talking about football, and you're gonna see me deteriorating like that. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. You know what I mean? Probably just giving the people, you know what I mean, a little bit of knowledge and. I mean, football talk, because football is what we love in it, and this is what brings us together and us community. I would love to meet all of you lot in real life, innit? Do you know what I mean? One day and stuff like that. And you know what? May the creator make it happen. But yeah, that's gonna be me. And then obviously you've got Kate, Mr. Pozzo, on Wednesday. Actually, he's coming back from Malta, so I don't know if we're gonna do a watch along on Wednesday. So yeah, that's what I'm up on. Craig, you listen. You see you, Craig. Yeah, you better not go hard. I know you, so make sure you're available. Yeah, that's what I'm on, man. What about you, Tony?
Yeah.
Tony, Big T.
Cool. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I have Oregon Gunner now. Immediately I leave the show. I'm moving down to my own channel for that show now. So Oregon Gunner has a lot to get off his chest today. So you know he's gonna be fair. He's gonna be angry, but let's see what he thinks about Wolves.
Angry?
You know, tomorrow I'll be. I don't know. Tomorrow maybe I'll be having Josh Trugood on the channel. Tomorrow.
Josh.
Yeah. Then
on
Wednesday.
Send us dimes over here, bro. Them dollars over here, bro.
Okay, but again, I think on Wednesday I would be having a watch along, of course, for that matchup against Wolves, hoping that we'll win. And then Thursday, hopefully me and BBK Sports go on our show. On Thursday. Same tomorrow. I'm bringing in the mouthy people. Yeah. The mouthy, Tottenham Hotspur fan, Deji Spurs, the Arsenal killer, the Tottenham Van Helsing. We're revamping our show. He's coming back to the channel, and he has a lot to say. He has a lot to say. So tomorrow, catch me in the afternoon with Deji Spurs. He's coming live on the show tomorrow in the afternoon.
He's got a lot of tunes.
2 p.m. UK time.
All right, cool. All right,
Igor Tudor is gonna get them sent down.
I hope so. All right, big up to everyone, big up to the chat. This is gonna redirect over to Tony Claude now. Make sure you go and slap up the likes. If you haven't slapped up the like on this stream today, you're pagan. So make sure you do it now. Big up to all the chat as well, each and every one, man. Big up to all of you, man. And big up to the panelists that's been on the show today. This is an every Monday affair, people. Yeah, I will do anything to get 3-4 people on this panel. So you know what? Big up to my guests as well, because it's very hard to get people together in such a limited time. But you know what? as Arsenal fans, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of us will want to get stuff off our chest, and I think, you know what, we go into Wednesday's game positive. Let's win this game and let's go 7 points ahead of Man City. Anyway, enough of the waffle gone, enough of Tony, enough of BBK, Gianni, and Craig. We are out.